veteran team.
Yep.
So I think the pressure was bigger in Game 4 than it is in Game 5.
I thought there was very little pressure last night. I thought they had one to play with up 2-1.
LeBron did say pregame, let's play it like a Game 7.
I agree.
If you play with that game, don't you think Oklahoma City is now in the driver's seat? Because even if Miami
they are in
were
the
to come
driver's
back
seat. Not
win,
probably, they are.
yeah,
There's 3 games left.
They have
you got to
home
win
court.
2, and they have 2 at their place.
And if they had lost Game 5 and still they're going back to Oklahoma down 3-2, you know, but they got the home.
Okay, but that pregame speech was very interesting to me. You're playing with fire because you're saying, we got to play this like Game 7. Okay, now what do you say tomorrow night? You played it like it was Game 7.
Say the same thing. You're saying play it like another, play it like Game 7.
It probably rings a little more hollow tomorrow night than it did the first time. Probably does.
But he's talking to his team. It's not like he's talking to, you know, people that don't know him well. They've probably heard that before. You know, they all understand the situation.
The demons aren't dead in the back of the mind, deep in the psyche. This man, with 3 MVPs and 9 years in this league, has suffered some of the most nightmarish playoff disasters we've ever seen the best player in the league suffer. Nobody's gone through what he's gone through.
This would be the biggest. If Oklahoma City came back in this series and
Thank you.
won,
if they win the series,
if they came back and won this series, this would be the most epic collapse of LeBron James' career. And it would be something that I don't believe he would ever recover from. That's why I don't believe it's going to happen.
So do you think the pressure, do you agree with Skip that the pressure is more on tomorrow than, it's ever been in this series?
I think the pressure, more than it's ever been in this series. But I do believe that, again, you want to avoid going back to Oklahoma City. I mean, certainly you could go to Oklahoma City because Game 6, it would still be a lot of pressure, even more so on, it would be just as much on Oklahoma City as well because, I mean, every game counts right now. This is it. But clearly, LeBron James, the longer this series goes from this point on, the more the pressure mounts. But you want to close it out if you're him. You don't even want to put yourself in that position.
Okay, big picture. There's been one blowout in this series, and it was Game 1 in Oklahoma City in the second half, which was 58-40 Oklahoma City. Then we've had 3 straight close games that Oklahoma City could make the case we should have won at least 2 of those games. We might have won all 3 of those games if we'd closed the deals. So Oklahoma City has to sit back and say, did we lose those games more than LeBron and company won those games? I can make that case.
Well, we're going to talk about that next,
I agree.
actually. We're going to talk about that because that is interesting. You can always look at that in any series and try to figure out, is it more good Heat or bad Thunder?
I mean, the Lakers could say that against the Thunder.
But I want you to know, like I said, you're always bringing it up. The pressure mounts. I kept telling you needed to have a speechwriter write your concession speech to LeBron James, but I got news for you. I'm going to write one for you tonight.
Tonight, because you booked it?
I'm going to write one for you tonight. I'm going to write one for you. Skip Bayless to LeBron James.
Wait a minute, we're on to something. If the Heat close it out tomorrow, as you emphatically say they will not, if they do, will you then read on Friday's show Stephen A's speech?
You don't have to. He doesn't have to.
But no, I have my own speech.
You don't have to.
No, hey.
Do you have your own speech?
Before the game.
To coronate the king?
I don't have it yet because I don't need it yet.
Skip, before the game, I'm gonna read. I want to read. I would like to read on the air what you should say to LeBron James in the event that they win tomorrow night.
So you want to put words in my mouth?
Yeah, that's exactly it. I'm admitting it. I'm admitting it.
You have to admit you often try to do that to him.
I'm not being slick with it. I'm admitting it.
Yeah.
I'm admitting it.
Thanks. You know what?
I want to write it for you.
I feel much better about tomorrow night than I did about 5 minutes ago.
All right, we're taking a break.